So this is probably one of the strangest things I've ever done. About a week ago, I met this guy on Match.com. His name is Hunter. We haven't met yet. I only know what he looks like from his pictures. I don't know what his voice sounds like. For our first date, I asked him if he wanted to come here and cook with me. I haven't, not very successful in the kitchen or with boys. I'm hoping it goes well. So now what's about to happen is Hunter's going to come here and we're going to cook for our first date on camera for all of you. I've got those first date jitters, but I'm pretty excited.
When I walked in and signed the sheet, I was definitely, the nerves started kicking in.
Let the door shut, you count to 5, and then you come in and we're going.
Once I got to 5, I just went, and I was like, you know, what am I getting myself into?
Let's go on a date. Hello.
Hey, you look nice.
Thank you, so do you. Hug me, I'm Elizabeth.
Nice to meet you.
You wanna make a cocktail first?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. So we've got a recipe for a red hot Manhattan. It's got some Fireball in it. So.
Do you like Fireball?
I do, I'm excited to drink Fireball at the almost noon here.
I have actually never made a cocktail.
Me neither. So, do you like Manhattans, Hunter?
I've actually never had a Manhattan.
I don't know that I have either. I hadn't talked to Hunter that much before today, so I didn't get to know a whole lot about him. Hunter, tell me about yourself.
I'm 25. I go to school. I'm in the radiology program.
Nice.
After high school, I actually joined the Marine Corps, and I did 4 years in the Marine Corps. I went on 2 deployments. My first one, I was on a ship for 6 months.
Wow.
My second one, I went to Senegal, Africa.
What's Africa like?
Very hot.
I can imagine.
Saw a lot of monkeys, a lot of scorpions.
What's the craziest encounter with an animal you had in Africa then?
Well, one of the monkeys started to chase me and my friend. He actually climbed over our fence into our compound and was chasing us around.
How do you contain a monkey?
You don't.
you just have to wait for it to crawl back over.
You just let it run freely. So, my first impression of her is very attractive. She's very outgoing, great personality.
What even is vermouth?
I have no idea.
Comes from a delicate wine base and selection of plants, alpine herbs, and spices. Interesting. 5 dashes of bitters. So I guess 10 dashes to double it. 3. I don't know, how much is a dash? Oh, next we add 2 teaspoons of maraschino cherry juice. Do you want to shake this up?
Sure. This is proper shaking?
I would think so.
All right.
Okay, and then pour it over the ice and then garnish with a cherry. Cute. Step 1, we did that. Cheers.
Cheers. The alcohol, it took the edge off just a little bit, so I'm kind of glad we started out with making the cocktail.
It's got some Fireball in it.
Oh yeah.
And then we moved on to start our creme brulee.
A half a cup of whole milk and then a 1.5 cup of heavy cream.
I was so glad that Hunter was down to come and cook with me because, you know, things didn't go as planned. We made a discovery. This was supposed to go in a saucepan, but we're gonna fix it. We really messed up here. So we've got this bowl full of questions here on little pieces of paper. Cute little icebreaker conversation starter. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Definitely Germany, because I want to go to the Autobahn.
Have you been to Europe before?
I've been to France, Italy, Portugal, Romania,
Wow.
and Spain.
Look at you.
All from the military though. So.
So which was your favorite?
Probably Barcelona, Spain.
I love Barcelona.
Oh, you've been to Barcelona?
Yes. So we also have a vanilla bean. I haven't ever dealt with one of these before.
How does it work?
We have to split it and then scrape out the seeds.
So what do you binge on Netflix?
Ooh, I've watched an embarrassing amount of Love Island. It's a British reality dating show. It's so trashy, but so good.
What's the next?
Heat until it just reaches a boil. Okay, and then it says remove from heat and set aside for 10 minutes. We're gonna have to separate these eggs, aren't we? 1, 2, 3.
Maybe we could crack them all in there and get a spoon and just try and get the the yolk out.
There's like so many shells in here.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, cool. 1.
Nice.
Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Oh. This is not how you do it, but.
So tell me a little bit about you. So do you have any pets or anything?
Yes, I have one cat. His name is Theo. I want a dog so bad.
What kind of dog would you want if you could get one?
A really big one.
Oh, nice.
I want like the biggest dog at the shelter.
You want me to stir for a minute?
Yeah. Switch. My arm's getting tired. Thank you.
Strain and spoon into
Ramekins.
ramekins.
Okay, here's a classic. You're stuck on an island. You can only take 2 things. What would they be?
Probably a fishing rod and a tent.
I think I'd bring a book and a boat.
Book and a boat.
Yeah, so I can get off.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put these in here carefully. Eek. Oh no! Okay, so yeah, I had some mishaps. The custard that was in the creme brulee like sloshed over into the water, and it was all milky, and we had to pour it out and start over and pour some new water in there. Okay, I don't trust myself to pick this up again.
All right, I got it.
Nice. So we moved on to the Beef Wellington. How many times have you made Beef Wellington?
I have never made it or ate it.
I don't think I've even eaten it either. Definitely haven't made it. Put the beef in there and then spread it with butter. We're gonna bake it for 10 to 15 minutes. We are going to take a skillet, this guy. Okay. Okay, so let's chop up our mushrooms and onions. I'll take care of the mushrooms.
You got this.
I got these.
Those are already chopped.
Like, maybe I don't have it. I can't open the dang. Okay, let's take a question as we're chopping things. Ooh, so this is from my profile. Do you remember my favorite quality in a person?
Honesty?
Close, it's empathy.
Empathy.
Yes.
But you do like honesty though, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's a given. 2.5 cups of these mushrooms. I gotta keep on chopping.
Oh, we're gonna do all.
I'm gonna step in and give you one quick tip here. You probably want to peel that outer layer off of it.
Yeah, so I was doing a lot of cooking things that, I normally don't do. I started cutting the onion with the outer layer still on. But once I realized that, I wasn't doing it right, it made it a lot easier.
I'm gonna try to measure out the 2.5 cups of mushroom.
So it looks sliced up to you?
Yeah. And then we're gonna melt 2 more tablespoons of butter over medium heat. Woo! What does that mean? The second mishap was a little bit worse. The pan was so hot that when I put the butter in there, it just all went.
We were both kind of panicking for a little bit.
Okay, what do I do?
Did we have it on too high or something?
Maybe? Oh, I was mortified. I wanted to look like I knew a little bit what I was doing, but I really didn't, and I really blew my cover there.
No worries, guys. We'll just fan it out.
So we have a new pan. Okay, it's not on fire. It's a good start.
Let's see what we got in here. What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you?
This right here. What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Probably the craziest thing that I've, let's say, had to do. Fast rope out of a helicopter. Because I'm like terrified of heights.
Really?
The helicopter will hover and they'll drop a rope out the back and you slide down.
That sounds like fun.
I mean, it was fun. It was fun when my feet hit the ground.
Yeah.
But up until then, I was like terrified.
So, okay, we gotta remove and let cool.
Do you want to?
I got it. With
It's kind
the,
of heavier.
I'm a strong girl. Okay, then we're gonna mix the pate with 2 more tablespoons of butter and salt and pepper. This does not look pretty. Cat vomit. And then we gotta spread it over the beef. Oh, this is heavy. Okay, and then we put it on top. It says, fold it up.
Fold it up, okay.
Okay, here we go.
We're just gonna fold it on top.
Then I guess we can cut these ends off. And then so like slits on the top. Ooh, and we need another egg yolk. So here's our one egg that we gotta try to separate again.
Grab a spoon.
Okay.
You want to try it without it?
Maybe.
right.
Let's see if I can do it. Nice. Perfect.
This is very interesting. All right.
I wanna take a turn. Cool, okay, I'll open it. Whoop.
All right.
10 minutes there. So now we gotta make a sauce, and we need the juices from that small dish over there, beef broth, and then 2 tablespoons of red wine. This is something I can do. Watch me really mess it up though. No, I messed it up again. There we go. Okay, so then we have to boil it for 10 to 15 minutes. And we can get started on creme brulee.
All right.
So these are the guys that have been chilling. And then back with the sugar, we're just going to like sprinkle some over it and then light it on fire.
I'm pretty confident that we'll get this burned crisp and ready to go.
Okay. Nice. Ooh.
Nice.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm excited. That was so satisfying to watch.
Oh yeah, that's looking good.
Cool.
Nice, good job.
So now we got to plate it and then we'll go downstairs and eat it.
Okay, let's
You
do
excited?
it. I am. Good job. I have our dinner here.
Thank you.
There you go. Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks good. So let's cut into it and see how we did.
Okay, let's do it.
Here we go.
You ready?
Here we go. I think it's pretty good.
Really good.
Yeah.
It's really juicy and easy to like eat, so.
And it's got a really cool flavor. I guess it's the pate and all the stuff we put on the outside.
Yeah, it reminds me of the, what are those things? The hot dog?
Like pigs in a blanket?
Pigs in a blanket, that's what it
Yes,
reminds
but
me, like meat in a blanket.
Way fancy.
Yeah.
I think I would do it again. Maybe not with all the cameras around.
I would definitely do it again, but minus the mushrooms and onions.
Yeah.
Just because that's not what I like, but I'll eat it, you know.
Um,
I'm really excited about this.
This is the best part. We get to crack it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's really good.
This is better than the only time I ever had it, like at a restaurant.
Nice. After our cooking date, I really do think that I want to go on an actual date with Hunter. I'd love to see him again and just kind of get to know him a little bit more. You know, it takes a couple dates before you really know somebody. Of the 3 things that we made, the Red Hot Manhattan, a little cocktail, and then the Beef Wellington and the Creme Brulee, what's your first, second, and third? What do you rank them?
Creme Brulee first.
Yeah,
the
me too.
cocktail second, and then the Beef Wellington third.
Me too. The
Okay.
same, the same.
So if I had the opportunity to go on another date with Elizabeth, I absolutely would. Coming out here today and, you know, stepping out of my comfort zone, I was a lot more nervous than I wanted to be. But it would just be cool, you know, to have the opportunity to kind of like be myself in a different environment. But we'll just have to see, and, you know, hopefully she feels the same way.
So this has been a good date.
Yeah, for sure. Cheers,
Cheers.
to our first date and
Right?
good experience.
Yeah, we made a whole day of it.
We did.
We went on a date. Can't wait for the internet to watch it too.